Welcome to the channel. Here's a quick look at what's to come. Another Airfix build in 135 scale, a workhorse of World War II, sister truck of the K2Y ambulance. Although not as well known, it served as a general service truck, carrying troops, supplies and equipment in parts of North Africa and the Soviet Union. It's the Austin K30. First off, I have to say there's no complaints with how any of the parts fit. A few ejector pin marks to clean off inside the cab and on the chassis, but apart from that it's all good. This is the first truck I've ever built, and I'll definitely be doing more of these plus some armoured cars. Nice to switch things up now and then from planes and tanks. Once I had most of the chassis put together, fuel tanks, steps and whatnot, which didn't take that long, I could fix it into this jig that I picked up on eBay. I paid £20 and worth every penny. It's great not having to handle the model all the time. I'll leave a link for that in the description. Apart from losing one of those pedals you see in the cab, and took us about an hour and a half to find it, this interior went together great. And once that was all built up, I glued that onto the chassis. Just a little bit frightened to press too hard in case I snap the whole thing in half. But it does click into place. I used a grey primer on the inside, first time using this, and it covers pretty well. All the paints I used are Humbrol acrylics. I mixed up some matte linen with a bit of tap water. Normally I would airbrush anything like this, but I just fancied doing a bit of brush painting. A bit too much water I think, but not to worry. The seats were done in Humbrol pale stone, and the steering wheel dashboard Humbrol 33 matte black. This took a few coats, but it looked alright in the end. A few decals to put on the inside. There's not a great deal of this on show at the end. Both doors are closed, dust on the windows, so I didn't bother with any weathering. I masked up the back and side windows before gluing everything into place. These windows went on from the inside, so the last thing I wanted to do was pop them back into the cab once everything was glued up. The front windows went on from the outside. I used Clearfix to put all these parts in place. And same again for the back, gluing these parts into place, everything went together fine. Apart from that, I suppose when there's nothing to say, that's a good thing. I didn't fix the back onto the chassis just yet. After watching someone else's video of this build, they said it made it quite difficult to paint, so I didn't glue that till the end. So when I started priming, I thought, this is going too well. No mishaps, everything went together fine apart from losing that pedal, and took us ages to find. Everything's going great. But then I finished priming and realised I'd missed half the parts off the front. I got a bit carried away, I think. Yep. Wing mirrors, lights, this bit of photo etch you get with the kit that I was quite excited about, but that doesn't matter because it was all primed up. I went round adding a few shadows with the matte black, but a bit later I would have to give it that many coats of matte linen to get even coverage that you can't really see these shadows by the end. I think a lot of it was my fault. I was just getting used to these Humbrol paints after using Tamiya for so long. I was using Humbrol acrylic thinners to dilute these paints down. If I had more time and wasn't so busy at work, I would have liked to have put some oil drums and ammo boxes in the back of this. I think they would have looked pretty good. There's a quick look now that's done before I get to work with the masking tape. I used a ton of masking tape. Any overspray from this colour you would see a mile off. This is a dark slate grey. I also used this colour mixed 50-50 with a matte black for the tyres. When it come to peeling off the masking tape, it went surprisingly well on the back, considering all the grooves and lines. A couple of areas to touch up on the front, but nothing too bad. I must have knocked those wing mirrors off about 6 or 7 times. This colour I wasn't too sure of from the start. It's what the instructions tell you to use, a green beige, but it was too bright for me and just wasn't quite green enough. You can see the green tint, but not quite as green as I think it should look. I tried adding a bit of olive green to this paint, hoping that would tone it down a bit. I gave this a go on the back once it was masked off, and that was a lot more like it. Now I had the colour I was happy with, I had to mask off the front again and go back over things. Now all the paintwork was done, I went over the whole model with a coat of satin varnish. I've never been so happy to put masking tape away. First time using Humbrol satin varnish as well, and it's pretty good. I used a bit of water to dilute this down, then left it overnight. Never had a problem with Airfix decals. I used Decalfix to put these on. There was 5 to go on the front, 3 to go on the back, and then I gave the model another coat of satin varnish. A couple of areas on the paint did go a bit cloudy. Could be I didn't get perfect coverage on the first coat of satin varnish, plus I think Decalfix is quite a strong solution, but a second coat of varnish sorted that out. Now for the washes. I used the dark wash on the chassis, springs, fuel tanks, and then the dark brown wash on areas that were more visible, like the cab, the doors, the bonnet. I don't think there's a huge difference in the colour with the dark wash and dark brown wash, but I think enough difference for the dark wash to be a bit too dark on the light coloured cab. Depends on what finish you're going for, I think. I used enamel thinners to clean off any excess, and there was quite a lot of excess, as you can see, but a bit of patience and I got there in the end. Even though it's very time consuming, I quite enjoy this bit. I think the difference is massive. When it come to the wheels and tyres, they were put together, seam lines sanded down in the middle, then using a bit of poly cement to melt the plastic a bit, make sure that seam line's completely gone. Once these were painted, I didn't do much when it comes to weathering. Just a bit of dark wash in the middle of the wheel. Then using a light dust pigment, I made sure brushing this on, I got it between the tread, and I used a bit of Decalfix to keep this in place. This colour was pale stone. The first layer of paint chips I used a bit of sponge, just on the lower parts of the doors, the steps, the front. Not a very neat job, but there will be darker chips and rust wash going on top of this. And for the second round of paint chips, going in the middle of the pale stone, I used a mix of dark slate grey and dark earth. And same again, not the neatest job, but once the rust wash goes on top, that'll tone things down a bit. The roof was looking a bit too clean. Using some oil paints, random colours, just putting random dots, then rubbing that in with a brush, just damp with enamel thinners. I've done the same thing on the doors, the wings and the front. A little bit of paint had seeped through the masking tape, but not to worry, you can scrape away any excess with a toothpick, or in my case I just left it. The windows will be covered in dust soon anyway. While I had the oil paints out, I added a few stains where fuel might have spilt, just blending that in with enamel thinners, and then going round any heavily chipped areas with a rust wash. Using enamel thinners, I cleaned some of this away and blended the rest in. A few streaks underneath the handles. Then using the same dust pigment, I went over the grille and some parts of the front. I masked off where the windscreen wipers would go, then used the dust on the other parts plus the back and side windows. This was the part I was looking forward to the most, to be honest. I was just going to use the airbrush and dust a bit of acrylic paint on the window, but that would have meant more masking tape. Job done. That was a great kit, enjoyed it. Just keep an eye on that green beige if anyone else is thinking about building this, but apart from that, excellent. And thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.